He did it all for me.
A man who lived a life of sin, and his soul was bound for hell, stopped to look back at his terrible past, and what a story he could tell. And as he stood there on the threshold of the doorway of his home, and he viewed the things around him and everything he owned, he thought about his family and what he'd put them through, and how in spite of all of this, they'd stuck to him like glue. Of the nights of drunken stupor, when he'd staggered through this door, and the pleas of his dear loved ones not to do it anymore, how he'd left them broken, stranded for the pleasures of this world, and how they still would take him back again when he'd finished with each whirl. Then he switched his thoughts to other things as he stood there in the door, and he thought of all the blessings that he was thankful for. And he thought about that Sunday when he'd heard those church bells chime, and how he'd known that they were calling him, because he knew it was his time. And as he had listened to the sermon in the little church where he had gone, he knew at once for certain that it was there that he belonged. And when the altar call was given, through the tears he'd made his way, and he'd asked for God's forgiveness and to save his soul that day. And he thought about his Savior, who had died upon the cross, and who had shed his blood in agony for all the world he lost. And as he stood there thinking of heaven's great reward, he said, I owe it all to Jesus. He's my Savior, and he's my Lord.